One moment they are here, the next they are gone. What would you do if your child walked out the door one morning and simply vanished? On September 14, 2007, that nightmare became reality for the Gosden family. Their 14-year-old son, Andrew, left for school but never arrived. Instead, he boarded a train to London and disappeared into thin air. No warning signs. No goodbyes. Just gone. Andrew Gosden was not your average teenager. Described as highly intelligent, he excelled academically with a particular gift for math. He was on track to achieve top grades and had been identified as gifted and talented. Despite his intellectual abilities, Andrew was quiet and somewhat introverted. He had few close friends and preferred his own company. With his distinctive black clothing, glasses, and alternative music taste, Andrew was a unique individual who marched to his own beat. The morning of September 14th began like any other in the Gosden household in Doncaster, South Yorkshire. Andrew's father, Kevin, woke him up for school around 7 a.m. The family assumed Andrew was on his way to school, following his usual route. But instead of heading to his classes, Andrew returned home after his family had left for the day. He changed out of his school uniform into casual clothes, jeans, and a Slipknot t-shirt. He took only his wallet, keys, and PSP gaming console. Most strikingly, he withdrew almost all his savings, about £200, from his bank account. What happened next has been pieced together from CCTV footage and witness accounts. Andrew walked to Doncaster station and purchased a one-way ticket to London King's Cross, despite being informed a return ticket would cost just £1 more. This deliberate choice of a one-way ticket has haunted investigators and his family ever since. Was Andrew planning never to return home? Or was it simply the impulsive decision of a teenager, not thinking ahead? The train departed at 9:35 a.m., carrying Andrew away from everything familiar. The last confirmed sighting of Andrew comes from CCTV footage at King's Cross Station in London. At 11:20 a.m., cameras captured him exiting the station, his slight figure easily recognizable with his shoulder-length hair and distinctive walk. He was carrying his bag over his shoulder, looking neither distressed nor in a hurry. This is where the trail goes cold. Despite one of the most extensive CCTV networks in the world, no other cameras in London captured Andrew's movements after he left King's Cross. It's as if he walked out of the station and into oblivion. When Andrew failed to return home that evening, panic set in. His family contacted friends, neighbors, and eventually the police. A search began, but crucial hours had already been lost. Initially, some officers suggested Andrew might be a typical runaway teenager who would return on his own. This mischaracterization delayed the urgency of the response. By the time a nationwide alert was issued, the trail was already growing cold. The Gosden family has since been critical of the initial police response, believing valuable time was wasted. But what could have motivated Andrew to make such a journey? No clear reason has ever been established. There were no signs of bullying at school. His internet history revealed nothing unusual, though investigators later discovered he rarely used the family computer. He had no known connections in London. One theory suggests he may have traveled to attend a concert by one of his favorite bands, but no evidence confirms this. Another possibility is that he planned to visit relatives in London, but never arrived. The absence of any apparent motive makes his disappearance all the more perplexing. Over the years, numerous reported sightings of Andrew have come in from across the UK, but none have been confirmed. In 2017, police released an age-progressed image showing what Andrew might look like as a young adult, hoping to generate new leads. His family has never given up searching. His father, Kevin, even walked the streets of London countless times, distributing flyers and speaking to anyone who might have seen his son. They have maintained a website and social media presence dedicated to finding Andrew, keeping his case in the public eye. In January 2022, a potential breakthrough came when two men were arrested in connection with Andrew's disappearance. They were questioned on suspicion of kidnapping and human trafficking. However, both were later released under investigation, and no charges have been filed to date. The police have remained tight-lipped about what led to these arrests, or what evidence they may have uncovered. For Andrew's family, it was both a moment of hope and further anguish as they continue to wait for answers. The disappearance of Andrew Gosden has left an indelible mark on missing persons investigations in the UK. It has highlighted issues with how cases involving teenagers are initially handled by authorities and led to changes in response protocols. Andrew's case has been featured on national television programs, podcasts, and crime documentaries. His image has been displayed on billboards across London and the UK. Yet despite all the attention and the passing of years, the central question remains: what happened to Andrew Gosden? Today, more than 15 years since Andrew vanished, his family continues their search for answers. They maintain his bedroom, just as he left it, a heartbreaking testament to their hope that one day he might return. The case remains open, with occasional new leads being investigated. Whether Andrew chose to disappear, met with foul play, or something else entirely happened remains unknown. His case stands as one of Britain's most baffling missing persons mysteries, a reminder that sometimes people can vanish without a trace, leaving behind nothing but questions and heartbreak for those who love them.